Hi, this is Jordan Fisher of Good Bones Properties, and today in this video I want to talk to you about what happens next after the seller accepts your offer. Congratulations, the seller accepted your offer, but there's still many steps on both sides that need to take place before you get the property. So a real important point is some people think they're handcuffed. Once your offer is accepted, you're stuck in the property. Like, did I just throw my life away? Did I just commit myself? Can I ever get out of this? What do I do? Just remember, there is a contingency period. Standard contingency period is typically 17 days. That can definitely be negotiated in your purchase agreement when you make the purchase offer or the counter. But that just gives you time to do an appraisal, time to do an inspection, time to get your loan approved, time to get everything on your, so you have full knowledge of the property, you're comfortable, everything on your end is solid. If it isn't, you can cancel anytime in that contingency period. So that's number one. So when the seller accepts your offer, your realtor is gonna open up escrow for you, and your Good Bones Properties realtor is going to help you through this whole process. But they're going to open up escrow for you. That period is going to start. Normal escrow is about 30 to 45 days. During that time, within your contingency period, if we just assume an average of 17 days, the first thing you're going to do probably is get an inspection. You're going to call a home inspector and get an inspection of the property. He's going to go under the house, he's going to look in the house, he's going to do a whole report of everything about the house, what's wrong with the house, that everything meets certain safety guidelines. And you're going to be able to look at that report and talk to the inspector to make sure you understand what you're buying. Your lender, if you're also getting a loan, is going to do an appraisal of the property. Even if you're paying all cash, I would highly suggest you do an appraisal of the property just to see what the property is worth, what an appraiser thinks it's worth. It's a very important number. So your lender is probably going to do an appraisal of the property, and that appraisal has to be equal or above your purchase price. If it's under your purchase price, then they wouldn't loan you as much as they said they would in your pre-qualification. For example, if you were qualified, if you were buying a $300,000 house, that was your purchase price, and you were qualified to get a loan up to $270,000, for example, but for some reason the appraisal came out at $280,000 instead of $300,000 or higher, the lender probably wouldn't give you $270,000 to close that purchase. They'd probably give you a little less. So that appraisal is really important so you understand the value of what you're buying. Also, your loan, right? You've been pre-approved for a loan, you were pre-qualified, probably pre-approved, you should be. Sometimes you have problems with the loan. Sometimes underwriters at the last minute, certainly in the last week of escrow or sometime during your escrow period, are requiring other documents or new things that they didn't require before, which may cause a problem. Sometimes your credit score might change during that period, which may cause a problem. There are all kinds of things. So that's one really important point, to make sure that you are qualified, approved for a loan, and ready to go in that contingency period, because after those 17 days or whatever's agreed to, you're going to agree usually to waive your contingencies, meaning you're all in, you're going to waive your contingencies and go forward with the purchase. So those are really important points that you should just expect once the seller accepts your offer. So good news, the seller accepted your offer. Also good news, you have time to make sure and do your due diligence to make sure you understand what you're buying and everything, all your qualifications are in place, and the house is worth what you think it is or more, so you're all set. So I hope that helps you understand what happens after a seller accepts your offer, so you're ready to go when a Good Bones Properties realtors find you a property. I'll talk to you in the next video.